That was The Late Show by Jackson Browne. That was Ryan Pollie's first round pick. Ryan, so tell us, where did you first hear that song and what really spoke to you about it?
The first time I heard it, I was definitely listening to like Limp Bizkit and Millennium and like confusing things as a 13-year-old child. And my dad probably showed me, and I was like, this is garbage and boring, turn it off. And never revisited that and made fun of my dad for liking the Eagles and just that kind of classic. I don't know. I think it's probably made for, you go through a development when you hit your 30s maybe, or your late 20s, or, you know, who knows in life, developmental stages where you hit a time where cheesy music becomes more palatable. And Jackson's music is like so timeless to me and so inspiring. And I think that
the first time you heard it, you were young, you were 13, you said you didn't like it. When did you come back to it and go, actually, this shit's not that bad?
Well, I got really into just like when I changed my band name to a solo name, it was because I was really into the idea of attaching your name to your music and making it this like personal thing that songwriters did. You know, it was kind of in the early 70s. I mean, yeah, you had Elvis but like the age of the songwriter of being like, yeah, I write my own songs and I play acoustic guitar and sing and I have a band. So I started getting into a lot of acts similar to that. And that kind of generation of songwriters, both from the UK and the US, and Japan, but mostly US and UK, and Jackson was one of those people. And I jumped back into that album, Late for the Sky, and it's now like, yeah, a topper for me. Whew, it's a topper.
I was gonna say, it's nice that your dad showed it to you, because Jackson Browne is like 200% dad rock.
250% even.
Or is it even like maybe too sensitive to even be dad rock? Is it classify as mom rock?
Mom rock? Yeah, it might be mom rock.
Dads aren't in touch with their feelings. It might be mom rock.
Exactly. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. No, I mean, my mom listened
like
to Jackson
Eagles,
Browne. Yeah.
Dad rock, because they never get that deep. But Jackson,
right.
Maybe mom rock.
And America is just right in between. America is for everybody. You know what I mean? So Ryan, that it was a beautiful tune. I personally had never really listened to Jackson Browne. I heard the name, and I'd never listened to him. So I'm happy to have been introduced to him. So thank you for that. Let us move on to round number 2. For round number 2, Ryan, you mentioned that you had switched from a band's name to using your name, and your band used to be called Los Angeles Police Department. And Rounds of Sound is a cab podcast through and through. Fuck the police. But we'll make an exception for LAPD. You know what I'm saying? For you and for Sting, those are the times when we'll allow the police on this show. We're about to play the song Enough is Enough from your debut album in 2014. Before we get into it, is there anything that you want to say, or should we just listen to it real quick and then talk about it?
No, just spin it.
Let's spin it. This is Enough is Enough by Los Angeles Police Department, Ryan Pollie from 2014.